Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Margaret, as you probably know. Actually probably not, because I have like not a lot of subscribers, so you're probably new here. So hello, my name is Margaret, or Margaret Corleone Blues, after my two favorite movies ever, The Godfather and The Blues Brothers, and my fictional crushes, Michael Corleone and Jake Blues, aka my husband. Okay, I'm sorry. So, today we are going to watch a movie. And I'm very nervous about this because I hate this movie, or at least I think I do. This came out when I was a lot younger, and it blew up, as I'm sure you know. It became a huge phenomenon. I kind of enjoyed the books when I read them. I was like really young, and then it got super popular, and then I was like, wait, this kind of sucks, and I hate it. And I made that everybody's problem. Like, literally all my friends who like Twilight, they stopped talking to me. My best friend didn't talk to me for like half of the school year. We don't talk anymore anyway because she's a bitch, but that's a story for another day. So the thing is, when I was in high school, I would say I hated things that were like popular just to like seem cool and different, because I was like the weird nerdy kid, so I didn't want to like the popular stuff or whatever. And like I was like big into Harry Potter, and people were like mean to me about liking Harry Potter in high school. So I saw people liking this new book phenomenon, and like made me mad that people were like popular for liking this crappy book. So I decided today we're going to rewatch Twilight, because I saw this when it came out in theaters and I've not seen it since. I think this is the only one of the movies that I actually saw, so I might end up watching all of them for the channel and making myself suffer. I read all the books except I didn't finish Breaking Dawn. I think I stopped during the Jacob falls in love with the baby scene. It's also like 12 o'clock and I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I might be eating my yogurt during this movie, so don't judge me, please. So if I don't like this movie, don't take offense. I know, yeah, that's another reason why I wanted to watch this, because Twilight's having like this big renaissance. Like Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart are getting popular again, like with what's that movie called, Spencer and the Batman, and I keep seeing stuff about them. I'm like, I feel like I'm in 2008 again. I feel like I'm in a 2008 hellhole time loop. If you like Twilight and I still don't like it, please don't take that personally. I'm sure there's movies that I like that people think are terrible, like 1941. Yeah, so we are going to watch Twilight and see if I still hate it, or if it's cringy, or if it's actually good, or if it's just boring. Well, I hope you enjoy the video, and make sure to like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. I'm wearing my Dark Side of the Moon shirt. Anyway, I'm watching this on Tubi, so there's probably going to be ads, because I'm not paying to watch Twilight. So I don't know how to do all that fancy editing that like most reactor YouTubers do. So just as a warning, I'm not a fancy editor yet, because I don't have the equipment. Maybe if you guys subscribe and I can get money on YouTube, then I could do it.
So I'm gonna spend some time with my dad.
Oh, so she has to leave.
This will be a good thing.
Girl. Girl, you don't know. I know everybody loves Charlie.
Since the last time I saw you.
Is this supposed to be funny, or is it just so terrible dialogue that it's funny and cringy?
You like purple, right? Purple's cool.
Okay, Charlie's already my favorite character. He's just trying his best.
Have I always like this?
Let's get more slippage. Nope.
This movie literally should have just been about Charlie and Jacob's dad. Like, they're bro shit. Like, this is... I feel like this is the highlight of this movie. It's all downhill from here.
I'm really kind of the more suffer in silence type.
Same.
Are people from Arizona supposed to be like really tan?
That was copying Mean Girls, and that joke did not land like it did at Mean Girls. I feel like the beginning of this movie went so badly to be Mean Girls. And
Jasper, the blonde one who looks like he's in pain.
it looks like he's in pain. I mean, I'd be in pain if I was over 100 years old and I had to go back to high school. He wants to eat her. In maybe more ways. This is just best acting ever. Best acting ever. Al Pacino's got to run for his money. This like feels like a parody, like that scene where they first look at each other. And he's just like, I would leave class if this dude was just staring me down. Like, I'd be like, bro, what?
She hasn't had a Christmas here since she was 4. I bet it made an impression.
Charlie saves the movie. Like,
Butt crack Santa?
now I get why everybody's so obsessed with Charlie on the internets. You're really mad because some weirdo glared at you in science. Like, high schoolers are super weird. They think they judge you for literally anything. You're taking it too personally. And, you know, I'm just saying this, if there's any high schoolers watching this, high school's terrible. Everybody's super judgmental. You are not going to care about what those people say because just don't worry about what people say about you in high school because they're dumb. Just cut them off. Why, you literally saw him once. Like, why are you so obsessed with him?
Yeah, I'm good. Ice doesn't really help me uncoordinated.
I totally forgot that Bella's entire personality is literally just that she's clumsy. Like, that's her only personality. Also, Charlie's a real one for picking her up because she's a grown teenager and she could have got herself up on the ground. So, do the Coens just go to high school for, like, their entire lives? Like, they just go to a new town and they go to high school? Because literally, if I had a choice between being immortal but going to the high school for the rest of your life or dying, I would by far pick dying. Why would you waste your immortal life going to high school? God, how much like stalking is like hyper romanticized, and then yikes. She blinks so much. She's like,
You're asking me about the weather?
she's like Amelia Clark, but with her eyebrows. Like, you know how Amelia Clark's like all the time, but not in like the sexy, like funny John Belushi way, but like a really annoying like I like Amelia Clark, but you know her eyebrows, you know, like she knows. Like she does this like with blinking, and it's like way more annoying. Like, stop blinking. Put like clear eyes in your eyes. I'm so glad I never have to go to high school again. That's what this movie is making me realize. High school is the absolute worst.
So, you don't like the guy?
No, that's not.
He is very nosy.
Stay with my dad for a while.
I'm
Yeah,
just...
you aren't happy?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure you out.
Why?
You're very difficult for me to read.
Did you get contacts?
No.
Your eyes were black the last time I saw you, and like golden brown.
Yeah, I know, it's the,
Nobody has conversations like this in real life. Bro, he's so creepy. I'm sorry. I don't get romantic vibes from this. I get like freaking Ted Bundy vibes. Why is he forcing his children to go to high school for the rest of their life? Like, why can't they like be finding a cure for cancer, or going to medical school, or doing literally anything but going to high school? Because high school is literally the worst part of anybody's life. And why would you make somebody do that for the rest of their lives? I would be like, I'm out of here.
Probably just
Like, just
freaking out.
she just shakes her head and blinks like that's her entire acting in this movie.
well, it wasn't.
Gaslighting.
Well, nobody's gonna believe you.
How is this a romance? He's like literally a psycho.
I just need to
Oh my god. I forgot they actually show him watching her. What?
say hi to me.
Hi.
Are you gonna tell me?
Bella, you need to run.
Yeah.
Why do they all sit so close together? If this was my high school, I went to Catholic high school, if my classmates were sitting that close together, the teachers would come over and be like, you guys gotta save room for the Holy Spirit. That's what they did at dances.
Bush Beach down the coast. Means if you were smart, stay away from me.
Bella, if I were you, I would just get a restraining order. Like,
No, probably not.
serial killer vibes. Serial killer. Like, this
I'd rather hear your theory.
does not feel like a romance to me. I think I said this. I don't know if I'm going to have it in my edit, but I said this before. I'm going to say it again. I'm probably going to say it again later. This does not feel like a romance. This feels like serial killer movie. Oh my god. It's so creepy. Hi, Draco.
You want
Why are you doing this, James? Let's not play with our food.
I would root for them in a battle against the Cullens.
I just want to go to this bookstore.
Bella's not like other girls. She likes bookstores instead of prom dress shopping. I mean, like, same, but... Ugh, you know what I mean.
Did you follow me?
I feel very protective of you.
So you followed me.
I was trying to keep
Anybody in their right mind would run if this was happening to them in real life.
all life's sex. Cat.
I mean, the guy I think about is Cat. Same.
I don't have the strength to stay away from you anymore.
Get a restraining order, girl.
Don't.
Do it. Oh my god. If...
Whoa. What is going on?
That was one of the worst line deliveries I've ever heard in my whole life.
Dad's still here.
Yeah, he's the chief of police. Obviously, he's gonna be at a crime scene, you idiot. Bro, I can't stand this movie. I'm suffering.
How long have you been 17?
A while.
Bro, that's creepy. If you were in your hundreds, why would you want to hang out with a high schooler? I just don't know why these people want to be in high school and hang out with high schoolers. Like, no wonder they're so miserable. High schoolers are the worst.
See it.
Like, I'm in my 20s and high schoolers seem like 5-year-olds to me. Like, and he's in his hundreds and he, like, wants to bang them. Like, what the heck, Edward?
Vampire.
You need to see what I look like in the sunlight.
Oh no. Oh no.
People would know we're different.
I can't take this seriously. I cannot take this seriously. Oh my god.
This is the skin of a killer. Designed to kill.
So is my cat, but he's just chilling here.
I've killed people.
Call the cops.
Trust you.
Call Olivia Benson.
And third, I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him.
She's met him like 5 times. We've had like 5 conversations, and all of them were super creepy stuff about him. Oh, I can't stay away from you, and him gaslighting her and just stalking her. Like,
Yeah, let's just keep pretending like this isn't dangerous for all of us.
she has a point.
Tell anybody anything.
She knows that. Yeah, well,
It's kind of miserable. I'm repeating high school over and over.
Yeah.
sure, but the younger we start out in a new place, the longer we can stay there.
But you could pretend to be homeschooled and do something worthwhile with your life or fun. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. Not gonna tell Carlisle how to raise his family. Oh my god. How was she not creeped out by that? Especially because she didn't even know he was there. God, it's like watching a Ted Bundy documentary. Edward Cullen is way creepier than I remembered. High school me was right. I knew he was a creep. I knew it. And everybody said, no, he's not. He's romantic and beautiful. I'm like, no. Whatever. Why does he look like he's gonna throw up? They have, like, I know they dated in real life, but they literally look nauseous around each other. This is like one of the most awkward kissing scenes I've ever seen in my life. This is painful to watch. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm fast forwarding through the sleeping montage. Okay, so I was so mad about this baseball scene in high school because I loved Muse. I was a big fan of them in high school. And then all the annoying people that loved Twilight got obsessed with Muse because of this scene and this song. And they would like be like, oh, we love Muse. And it was like, oh my gosh, I was so mad. I was like, no, you can't like Muse. They're one of my favorite bands. I'm like, Twilight's ruining all my favorite things. How dare you, Twilight? Also, they have so many better songs than Supermassive Black Hole. I didn't really like their last couple albums, but yeah, do it. She doesn't sound very concerned that she's literally has somebody trying to eat her. I feel like she wants to get eaten. Charlie is the only rational person in this entire movie. I feel so bad for Charlie. I'm just tired right now. And I want this movie to end. I'm rooting for James. To be completely honest. Really, I'm on Team James. I'm not even joking. Go James, go James, go James, go James. Isn't that from The Lion King? I can't. I can't. I cannot. Oh my god. These montages are so bad. Literally, who edited this movie? I feel no sympathy for any of these characters. Oh my god. She's so terrible in this movie. I mean, I would say Jacob's in the right, but also he falls in love with the baby, so... Oh, thank god, this movie's almost over. I think this is the last scene. I'm suffering. I'm suffering. Okay, that's about... Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. You're like 12. Bro, you were like 14. Stop. Nobody can make major life decisions when they're 14. Oh my god, you're literally 12. You are literally 12, Bella. You've known him for like 2 months, if that. These characters, oh my god. So cringy. Okay, so the movie, the movie's finally over, and I'm not gonna lie, that was painful to watch. I was right in high school. I knew it. I was right. That it was terrible. Honestly, okay, first off, if you like this movie, like, I'm not insulting you, like I said earlier, you know, art is subjective, but I think that it's awful. Honestly, I thought it was going to be one of those things that's so terrible that I could just laugh all the way through, but there was only a few scenes where I felt like it was cringy enough to laugh, like the skin of a killer or whatever scene, and then just like that entire ending scene was made me laugh where they're trying to save Bella or whatever. The best character is Charlie. He is like the only person who is sensible and actually cares what's going on, it seems like. All the background high schoolers are just annoying ass teenagers and I cannot stand them. Bella and Edward, how is this, like, I'm sorry, watching this, I'm like, how is this romantic? Like, literally the entire time. He's so creepy and stalkery. I just felt like I was watching the build-up for, like, a Ted Bundy documentary. And, like, him, like, honestly, if I was making this and it was, everything was the same, I would have just made Edward kill Bella at the end. Because he's just that creepy, and I felt like that's how it should have ended. That was the logical conclusion with how much of a creep Edward is. And honestly, I remembered, like, this, like, the watching you when you're sleeping thing, and even, like, as, like, a preteen, I knew that was creepy, but, like, watching it as an adult, it's even creepier. And, like, this dude, he's, like, in his hundreds. Like, he looks 17. Like I said, I'm, like, in my 20s, and high schoolers seem like babies to me, and I cannot imagine being in your hundreds and wanting to bang a high schooler. And I just gotta know what's wrong with him, because that's creepy as heck. Honestly, besides Charlie, the most interesting characters to me were the bad vampires, like Victoria and James. I thought their actors were better than, like, the Cullens. Like, they were interesting to me. I would watch a movie about them, probably, because their storyline seemed way more interesting. And then Rosalie and Bella rivalry was always just seemed so unnecessary to me, because I thought Rosalie, she has good points. Like, if something happens to Bella, they're gonna be found out, and she could have them exposed, and I think that's very reasonable of her to worry about that. And they just want to make this, oh, but poor Bella, she's an angel. And then, I don't know, just, like, nobody has any personality. Like, it's all very one note, and, God, where do I even begin? It was just so bad. Like, I was just falling asleep. Like, nothing made me engaged, except for when, like, Charlie or, like, the bad vampires were on screen. Like, I was actually interested in what they did and what they had to say, but everybody else, I'm just like, shut up. Some of the Cullens are okay. They're kind of a little over dramatic with their acting. At least it's filmed at a pretty location, because I did enjoy all the scenes in the woods with, like, the waterfalls and all that good stuff. I thought that was really pretty. That was nice to watch. Just, they're so, like, Bella's just so stupid. Like, she's, like, what, 15, 16, and she's like, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Like, they just met. Like, I know this is, like, a common teen trope, but it's just, it never gets less cringy. And just, like, this guy's just, like, stalking her. He's like, I want to eat you. She's like, oh, I'm in love with you. Oh my God. Like, I wanted to smack her the entire movie. And the acting on her part was terrible. She just, I said this, she just blinks and then, like, looks like she's gonna throw up the entire time. And I'm just like, girl. Am I gonna watch the others? I feel like I am, because I have not seen them and I want to see how bad they are. I remember the books for the most part. I don't remember Eclipse really. I just remember there was, like, some scene where Jacob and Edward and Bella were in a tent and they were hiding from Victoria. I think that's, like, the only thing I remember about Eclipse. Yeah, all in all, this was honestly worse than I remembered it. And so, just everything, oh my God, there was not a single thing besides, like I said, Charlie and, like, the bad vampires were, like, the most interesting parts to me. Like, nothing in the plot felt engaging to me. Like, the entire ending part that's supposed to be all suspenseful and, like, oh my God, is Bella gonna die? Like, that just did not capture my attention at all. It was boring. I wanted Bella to die. I was like, get her, James, because I was just so sick of her, and I was so sick of everybody but save Charlie. I wanted James to win. I was rooting for him by the end, because that's how annoying these characters are and how stupid they are. Literally, the editing, oh, that's another thing. The editing was really terrible. Just, like, how Edward was, when he'd move fast, like, I'm sure CGI and stuff has gotten better by now, but even like back in 2008, this was like a big blockbuster movie, and it just felt like B-movie editing, and just like the whole visuals, it didn't feel like, it was very cheap. Like all the flashback scenes, it felt like I was watching like some movie made by teenagers at a film fest. But what do I know? Why would they let Bella play baseball with the vampires? Why would they, like, the second they saw the vampires with the red eyes, they should have gotten Bella out of there? Like, why didn't they? She could have been killed right then and there. Like, God, everybody in this movie is an idiot. And honestly, I'm honestly, I think I mentally checked out on this movie. I might torture myself and watch the rest of the movies. I forgot there's 4 more of them. But Rami Malek is in one of them, or 2 of them, I'm not sure. But I might suffer for Rami Malek because he's one of my favorite actors. Yeah. Movie. Final thoughts. Movie. Bad. Edward. Creepy. Bella. Dumb. Charlie. Best character. Everybody else. Annoying. Evil vampires. Kind of cool. And I wanted them to win. Yes. And yeah, I'm mentally checked out because that was exhausting. And yeah, so I think that's it for today. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see for my next videos. And I hope you guys have a great day. And of course, little Jake and I say bye.